All right, guys, Jaden here, and I'm with John today, and I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna go from broke to rich in 90 days, starting today. Let's go, guys. 90 days ago, I was broke. And I don't mean kind of broke, I mean broke. But I made a promise I was gonna change my life in those 90 days. No excuses, no backup plan, just grit and a camera to document the whole journey. And before we go any further, I just wanna make it clear, I didn't grow up broke. I didn't grow up without a helping hand. As a matter of fact, I got a lot of help growing up. But for some reason, all the businesses I've tried starting just have never stuck. And then one day, everything changed.
No rest for cross-chops in my mind. On my own, here we go.
Oh, okay, guys, we're back right now. Oh, shit. So right, we have, I think this shit was actually extremely dope. Got this nice little catapult.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I loaned out every dollar in my account to pay off bills. $0, zero plan, zero safety net. And on top of that, I had a Europe trip to be planned 3 months prior that is obviously gonna cost me close to $3,000. This wasn't some YouTube challenge, it was pressure. Pressure for me starting from the ground up. With no money and no business, I had to do with whatever paid. So I took moving jobs, hauling furniture for strangers, random Craigslist gigs, and well, anything that would put cash in my pocket the same day. It wasn't fun, but it was a start. After a week of random moving jobs, I saved every dollar I could get, every cent, every penny, everything. I then used all of it to purchase some detail equipment. All right, so here we are. We just picked up the polisher. The guy right there, we just met up with him. Here we got our pressure washing container. Got some extractor, all the juices. Let's go. In the beginning, nobody trusted me. I had no shop, no brand, no public reputation. So I charged cheap, and I took every job I could. Driveways, parking lots, neighbors, and even random people that just asked me to detail their car for $50. And slowly, the cash started adding up. Once we got some more income in, we were able to actually double our pricing and get better clients. We then ended up getting, a professional poster, professional business cards, and we were actually handing these out to cars all around our city just to get our name out there. We did ceramic coating, polishing, anything you could even think of, we pitched to them. And let me tell you, it took hours and hours of work, but it worked. In this case, detailing was never the goal. It was just step one. With what we saved from detailing, we reinvested it into another business. When we did finally make a little bit of money, we didn't keep it. We actually did the complete opposite. We put every dollar into buying an AI marketing agency mentorship. The one thing that we believe could possibly change our lives. And then besides us actually putting all of our money and dropping all of our credit onto actually buying this AI marketing agency, we made the biggest decision so far, which was as soon as we found out that they were actually having a Greece retreat for all of the members or just the ones that were able to go, we decided we wanted to be a part of that. We had only been in the mentorship for maybe 2 weeks max, and most people would have just waited. But the one thing we know, if you want to make real growth, you have to make quick choices. And while going to this mentorship, that was our choice. But fast forward, before the Greece retreat, we had one plan. We wanted to travel Europe for a month, backpacking only. We wanted to explore different countries, explore the cities, and work while we're on the go and grow this business from ground up while backpacking around Europe. But the reality, it almost destroyed us. We burned money faster than we could track it. Hostels, food, gas, whatever you call it, we spent it. And the worst part, we couldn't work at all. We would get sick over and over again, hostel to hostel. It was bad, horrible, and definitely not the best working conditions. And we still had the Greece retreat coming up next, with no idea on how we were gonna even afford the rest of the trip prior to it. But somehow we made it to Greece. All right, guys, small update. We made it to Crete. A couple things went down. We missed our first flight, and then we had to do some last minute decisions and get 2 separate flights from 2 separate airlines. And then now we're here. And then the actual cost to get to the villa was €100 from the taxis. But we found a bus that took us here for €8. So right now we're 30 minutes away, got my Red Bull, and now we need to figure out how to get over to the villa. Let's go. And everything began to change. For 7 days straight, we were surrounded by people who actually knew what they were doing. People who were living the life that they wanted to live. We talked business for hours every day. We learned more in 1 week than we had the whole year. And now we're connected with the most influential people that actually helped us with this agency to this day. Andrew, Matthew, Cyrus, Carol, Renee, Eric, Tim, everyone. Without them, our agency wouldn't exist. And to be honest, here's the crazy part. We couldn't even afford half the things that were there. We maxed out our cards, joined in on expensive dinners we couldn't pay for, yachts, and had experiences that were way out of our budget. But for some reason, being around that lifestyle brought us closer to making that amount of money. Just feeling it flipped a switch. We finally understood what abundance felt like. We understood the mindset shift. We understood the environment change. This shift alone changed everything for us. A couple weeks after the retreat, me and John decided to fly out to Andrew and Matthew and stay with them for a couple of weeks. And that's when things started to move. We rebuilt the agency, switched our niche, improved the systems, refined the offers, and pushed harder than ever. And then our first appointment, then our second, then our third, and then it finally happened. We finally closed our first deal, then our second deal, then our third deal, then a fourth deal. Over $3,000 in the first month of actually pushing our agency. And no, it's not millionaire money, but from someone who started from zero, that meant everything. Now, this video wasn't meant to be about getting rich fast. It isn't about luck, and this isn't about creating the perfect plan. This story is about pressure, betting on yourself, putting yourself in the right room, and taking risks that no one else would ever understand. In 90 days, we went from broke to creating something real. And if there's one thing this journey has taught us, it's that in 3 months, you can completely change your life for the better. You may not become rich, but you're gonna become something. Let's go, guys.